guys, what's up, what's going on? So today we're going to be doing the Empire recap. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't and all that other good stuff. Check out my other channel because that's where we be having the love and hip-hop. And now I have a new addition to this channel, which is basketball wives. So, you know, they be turning up and they be getting us excited. So definitely make sure you join in on the fun. Watch those episodes. It usually goes up either Monday night, usually Tuesday though, because my schedule's kind of crazy now. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about it. So the board is loving Tiana. Eddy is back, reinstated as the boss. And yeah, they all welcomed Eddy back with open arms. But of course, the Lyons were livid about that. And they were plotting away to find out a way to take him down once again. But this guy is so smart. It's the crazy thing about it is, like he said, he taught Luscious a lot of the things that he knows. So that's what's messing everything up, you know? So Cookie, she suggested that they go private and just kind of have it like, you know, keep it within the family. But Luscious is like, we don't really have enough money to do that. So now they got to come up with a plan because eventually he did say, okay, you know, let's try to see what we can do. So let's try to see if we can get enough money, enough to be able to go rogue, you know, and do your own thing. So Hakeem and Hailey, a.k.a. Cassie, they all cozied up and everything. I'm like, okay. And Andre, he went to go talk to Eddy to kind of start getting the inside scoop, kind of be like a spy going both sides. So I'm like, Anika, she wasn't really feeling it. She's like, nah, like you always want your father's approval. I know him too well. Like she kind of made him feel like, you know, kind of was like not really feeling it. She was calling the bluff, calling bullshit pretty much. But Eddy was like, you know what, let's go ahead and give him a chance. Let's see where his loyalty lies. Let's see what he's willing to do. So they made him do like a press conference, kind of like showing that he was going against his family and kind of joining the Eddy bandwagon. So that kind of proved to Eddy like, okay, maybe he is down for us. So Blake, his father was on TV, you know, soaking up the press because of the whole Confederate flag thing that got leaked, of course, by Eddy. And Blake came on stage. He was just like, nah, like this, the only reason why I had my hand up is because my father told me to. I would have done anything to kind of, you know, make him be there for me. And this dude, after the day he took me to like some racist rally, he was like that he ain't seen him for like 15 years and he tried to like fight his pops on TV. So from there, Luscious kind of realized like, you know what, let's get him back. Let's have him be a part of this fundraising party that we're going to be doing, because right now this right here is going viral. A lot of people want to see him because he went up against the racist, you know, and he showed and proved who he was. Jamal, he thought he was slick with his little undercover band that he had by putting them anonymous. But his father already knew it was him because he knows like the bravados, you know, the certain ways that he puts his voice, the falsettos. You know, he knew all those things. I was in choir back in the day, y'all. I had a scholarship in college for choir. Yeah, I did. Little hidden fact. So yeah, he pretty much, you know, knew that was him. He's like, you know, certain ways that you do things with your voice, maybe that's what gave it away. But he was like, you know, we need you because no one knows who you are. Everybody's trying to find out. And we need that kind of press for people to really like, you know, help us out or whatever. But it's funny how it's like the family, you know, you got to do this for the family. When you need something, it's like all of a sudden like, yeah, you're my flesh and blood. Like you got to do this for us. So Jamal, he initially said no, like he wasn't going to do it or whatever, that this is his thing. He'll go on there, he'll sing, he'll perform, but he just wants to do things for the music. He's like, don't you miss doing things just for the music? Like just because it was something you enjoyed and not to do events and promotions and tours and all these things. And he's like, yeah, but what I don't miss is not being able to feed you at night for the music. Okay. So the fundraising party went down. Blake was back up there with Hakeem, you know, rapping with him. Hakeem gave a little speech about how he didn't trust him initially, but he's so happy that he is now. You know, he's back. Then he gives like this special dedication. Once Tiana comes in, he gave this special dedication to the woman that, you know, has been there for his family, been doing this and that. And Yo, she thought that he was about to say her, and she got all like, oh shit, I'm about to go on stage right now. My baby loves me. You know, she had one of those types of big heads. And then all of a sudden, the man called up Hailey. Yo, she was so freaking vexed. She looked so embarrassed. Like, she needed to pick up her head off of the floor. The way she was looking, yo, she was so embarrassed. So then she goes up on stage and they sing the song that they were supposed to do together. I was like, you better go ahead, Cassie. But it looked like that's going to be her last episode. I'm like, damn, girl, you only had 2 episodes. So, meanwhile, slick old Eddy, he already knew that Andre played him. And he knew that he was going to tell him, like, the figures and stuff like that. Like, the money that the investor was willing to throw into the partner or whatever. So, he was like, you know, we're going to give you a chance to prove your allegiance for real this time. Like, we're going to give you a part of this new company that's about to take over Empire. You know, but Andre right now, even though it seemed like he was contemplating it, he has a lot to prove, you know, to kind of, you already done messed up, okay? You already tried to kill off your father. So now it's like you got to prove that you're a changed man. You know what I mean? So that's exactly what he pretty much is trying to do. So what he did was take down the servers, kind of pretend like things was going south, but the servers came back without taking away the money that they had gotten. So they were still able to prove the money that they were able to get from everybody really like just loving their story, loving the speech that they was giving, and just kind of rooting for them. And, you know, that's what it takes sometimes for you to really like put your story out there and for people to see exactly like they can relate to you. That you came from the bottom and you made your way to the top, and now somebody's trying to like infiltrate everything that you've built and take it over, you know? So they just kept it like super 100 or whatever. So it kind of like touched so many people that they was able to get so much money, which is exactly what they needed. So Hailey ended up going back to her ex, and she was just kind of like, you know, if you really get rid of Tiana, then holla at your girl. But I'm like, damn, she going back and forth till she ex. Like, I wouldn't even trust her. Like, so you could break my heart? Yeah, I'll pass. Now, Giselle and Eddy, they show up at the Lyons house with a little, like, you know, because they wanted to tell him something. So what they pretty much did was, Giselle, I guess she spoke to his goons or whatever, and I'm like, they need to get fired, because if they giving up information, that ain't cool. I mean, I thought they were super loyal, but she was like, she opened up her pocketbook and they gave up information. Cookie's like, yeah, I bet that ain't the only thing you opened up. So anyways, she ends up showing them that his scarf, that this dummy, I don't even know why he did it, because when he did that, I knew that was stupid. When he shot Shine, or had the guy shoot Shine, and then put his freaking scarf on top of him, I'm like, why would you do that? That's dumb. Like, that's like leaving evidence behind. So he pretty much did that, and now Eddy's like, well, we got this. I will give it to the police and let them know, you know, if you don't pretty much like shut this whole thing down. And I'm just like, I'm putting his back against the wall right now. So, I mean, we've seen the commercials. I think the next one's going to be the season finale. So, we'll see what happens. But I think he was saying something about he's going to turn himself in. So, we shall see, honey. All right. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay fabulous, live free, and soar limitless. I will see you in the next one. Laters.